all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I love that. Hello, everybody. I was pressing buttons dead faster than I nearly lost us all. But welcome along to episode 6 of 5 Star Sodas. After a few wee gremlins right at the start there, we are here, we are live, we are back, we are ready to go. Nick's still texting somebody. Hopefully he'll catch up with you soon. Al, how are you doing?
I'm chilling, mate. I'm good. I'm obviously giving you my full attention because
that's so professional. I'm trying to work out how to share this on YouTube to my mum.
I believe
share
it.
She should be subscribed. She should be subscribed at 5 Star Sodas on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Tell her to click that notification bell on YouTube.
Well, actually, don't then. Anyway, forget it.
Are we all in?
Done.
Chilling, man.
Good. How are we all?
Back once again, man. Yeah, good.
There goes a parental. I just swore.
There we go.
Let's not get them out of the way. Fuck, shit, fuck. Well, we lost 6 people there.
How's everybody's week been since we had Mr. Mark Jenkins in?
It's good. I watched that back, honestly, and see when I introduced him and I was like, Mark Jenkins, I didn't even realise at the time, but listening back, I'm like, what a dick, man. The best bit of that is that if you watch the video, clearly I'm like, oh yes, I get to pull him up. But Alice, like,
I just pass it. I'm like,
I'm good. How are you?
I knew you'd say something though. I was like, Nick's gonna jar him, and if not, it falls to Jennings to say. Does Jennings say, or does it just go? It's like that Chandler episode where the guy's calling him Toby. But other than that, I know for a fact everybody's had a relatively busy week.
Oh, it's been pretty mad. I guess
crazy busy.
You not mention it?
We don't know.
No, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. What have you been up to?
I was doing a spot of virtual, not even virtual DJing. Did a pre-record set for someone's corporate gig. Come and no one will see it except for a bunch of corporate people. So, but yeah, it was good to actually get back and just bang out a few little sets and actually feel like I'm worth something in this world.
You've got a job. Yeah, I did my first corporate quiz at the weekend as well for the NHS for the mother and baby unit of Levendale Hospital. So that was a riot. Shout out, man. But it was good. That was good. But it's episode 6, so we were just talking about that backstage. Like, I genuinely can't believe we've cracked 6 of these out.
No, it's kind of mad.
I know. It's kind of funny how like quickly they're kind of going by. Like, I kind of feel like originally our first conversations were like, oh, let's try and do one a month.
Remember that?
We're just doing them like every week now.
Well, you had to remind me. You were like, yo, remember podcast is tonight? And I was just like, what? I was like, oh, jeez, it's Monday.
Take a guess at how many drinks we've reviewed. Indicate to take a guess.
I know we did a kind of quick total.
Must be about 30.
Must be about 30 now, yeah.
37.
Jeez,
really?
Good, man.
37. That's mad.
We're getting through it. I actually feel like we've not yet. I feel like there's just so much still to come, though. I mean, it's an infinite well.
Oh, yeah. Every time I go into a shop, I'm like, both need to get that. I mean, I'm still doing it. Like, the stock hasn't depleted, even though we've done 6 episodes, because we keep finding new ones to do, which is nuts. Yeah. We've actually got like a whole load of stock sitting there. You know what's funny? Like, and this is something we need to jar each other on here. So my stepdad Jim keeps going like that. Oh, what's happening with the competition? With the competition, and I'm like, we actually said we were going to do a competition about 4 episodes ago, and I keep saying to him, like, there's no chance you're winning this because you live in Spain. It's not happening. Not paying for the postage. No paying postage out there. We need to sort through that competition. I can't remember what the deal with the competition was. No, we said if you gave us a review on Instagram, let's just do it. If I give us a review on iTunes. So how about this? Right, there's 44 people watching right now.
Yeah.
If you go onto iTunes, give us 5 stars and tell us why you should win the competition.
But we'll get it after. We can
get it afterwards. 44 of you.
Let's get some new 5-star reviews.
That's a 1 in 44 chance. Yeah. Give us a review. 5 people left. Give us a review. 5. They won't let to go to iTunes to leave it. Go to iTunes. We'll get you a prize.
What we'll do what we'll do is we'll pick that at the end of the episode. So that if MD's going to do it right now, then it's the time we go and do it.
Definitely
we'll pick who's winning.
And it's a secret. It's a mystery prize.
That's a mystery prize.
Maybe we'll give them the Christmas juice, the Christmas pack.
Christmas pack's good, yeah.
What is it?
Maybe we'll give them a sixer of Million Strawberry. You never know.
My mum says she's got it. Hi, Mum.
We're in.
Right. So
we're going to just, because we don't have a guest, obviously, this week. So we decided to do something a wee bit different, kind of coming from a chat that came up last week. And it was a wee bit about adverts.
That's right.
So we were each we each went away and kind of looked at some of the adverts, and there's some belters out there that we couldn't even cover. But we just thought we'd fire some of them on. We'll just crank the first one out.
Yeah, let's get it started. Let's set the tone.
Go straight with an advert.
We'll kick it off and then we'll chat a bit about this. This is a Dr. Pepper advert, and this is the one that kind of sparked the chat last week.
Soda.
Jesse Eisenberg.
It's Jesse Eisenberg.
Young Zuckerberg.
This is Zuck. I remember this advert. Does anyone else remember this?
I remember this. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Listen.
We're gonna have to cut him out of his pants. We'll be all right.
This is the worst podcast ever watching this on YouTube.
It's all right. Sorry about that.
He's a great casting for this.
I mean, for any of the podcast listeners, we were watching Jesse Eisenberg get ripped out his pants. We'll try to drink a Dr. Pepper.
What I'm assuming is New York Fire Department.
And a little bit of history on this is 2001, before Eisenberg really cracked. Do you know what I mean? So this is young Eisenberg.
So he's
actually maybe post Squid and Whale, which is one of my favourite films. I'm going to look that up.
So there you go. So, and there's the tagline.
Because that's where we talked about it. Because I was like, is it? Because I thought it was so misunderstood. Is that an earlier tagline, or is that?
No, I believe that's a line in the song.
Yeah,
another line in the song.
But the whole tagline of the whole campaign is, and we discussed this in the last one, was like, what's the worst that can happen? And I guess what they were trying to do there, pure Don Draper style, they're kind of like, we're not Pepsi, we're not Coke, but give us a try. Like, what's the worst that can happen, kind of thing? And realistically, it's a terrible. I like Dr. Pepper, but that's a terrible ad campaign because
I like the advert though.
No, the advert is good. But I just mean like in general, because it's nothing like it. Like they should, just because it's a brown fizzy drink, they shouldn't even be going up against Coke and Pepsi because it's completely different.
I think they're old school.
It's a strong company, isn't it? Yeah.
They're the oldest one. So
yeah.
They were like, no, we were here first. This is our patch. We're going toe to toe with you guys on this.
Dr. Pepper is part of the Coca-Cola group now, though, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Is it not?
Nah.
No, because that
it's in those Coca-Cola machines, though.
That IBC cream soda was owned by the Dr. Pepper group.
Oh,
I think.
That's
I don't know. There was quite a few adverts in this series, though. There was one of a guy picking up his prom date, and like the dad wants to wrestle with him or something. Do you remember this one?
Yes.
The whole series, all based around well, not all, because that Jesse Eisenberg one's a bit vague, but there was one like a cheerleader one, and then there's the guy picking the girl up for prom. I think the dad's like, he's like, hey, you wrestle, and then he ends up like him and the dad just end up going at it.
Is it not like, is a guy not wearing like a pure pale blue suit, pure American Pie style with the ruffles and all that kind of thing?
Just to go back to that point there, Dr. Pepper is made by the Coca-Cola company in Europe and South Korea, but it's made by Dr. Pepper in America.
That's so mad. Why? They just don't have production out here?
But
why would you entrust your productions to someone else? Coca-Cola, I don't worry, we'll make this for you. They're just like spinning it.
You find that a lot though when you look at the back.
What may make it even weirder? Who makes it in Canada?
Pepsi.
Aye.
Where?
So they make it themselves in America, and in Europe it's Coke that make it, and in Canada it's Pepsi that make it.
But maybe it's like maybe that's to do with like how much units they can ship, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that recipe must be different.
Yeah, there's no like there's. I mean, they got the manufacturer.
What's the Turtle said about pizzas in Entourage in LA? He's like, it's the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that water is different.
You can only get good pizza on Fairfax because the Jewish people bring in their own water. That's what he says.
Look what I've got in my hand.
The Swiss Army knife.
Do you know what that means? I'm bringing out our first drink.
Well, before you do, sorry, my mum's flew into the comments, and I did actually mean to address this at the start.
Okay.
Because we talked about having like busy weeks and stuff like that.
Sure.
My brother-in-law was actually in intensive care with COVID.
Oh, really?
And it was like worrying for like quite some time. But actually get out of hospital today. Out of
really?
hospital and home today.
Where you go? Where you go, Pat?
So welcome home, Pat. Although probably don't drink all the
subscribed.
I be watching.
If he's not, he can fucking back to hospital.
We'll toast one for you, man. For sure.
Yeah.
That's good news, though.
You ready?
So are we going to crack open our first one?
I'm going right in because everyone's watching a soda thing when they soda.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Did you say you've got the Swiss Army knife?
Oh, baby!
I've got the triple OG.
I got my name on it.
Yours looks different from mine, Nick. You get the right flavour.
I've got a colour. I've changed the colour to suit my skin tone.
Oh, so he's white balanced the camera, but now his drinks look orange.
Basically. Actually, maybe I should change that because that doesn't look very good, does it?
So this one's yours, Nick.
This is my choice. I'm going to see if I can change this white balance. One sec.
Just to while he changes his white balance. Currently at the top of the 5-star sodas leaderboard is Doritos Mexican Cola, and we're about to go in with another Doritos.
I need to change it. Sorry,
this
guys.
is your favourite, isn't it, Nick?
This is my favourite. Andy, hold it up, guys. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like my skin.
This is what it actually looks like.
My skin tone looks great, but like my drink doesn't. The guava. Ladies and gentlemen,
enough chit chat. I'm sparking this.
It's a joint top Dorito flavour of mine, but here we go.
Joint top.
Sorry for the wee bang off of me. Oh, that's a fruity smell.
Yes, I'm going straight in. It's like an old friend welcoming you home after a long day at work, which none of us have had to do this year, but still.
It's money.
It's vile. Like, I don't even know what guava tastes like.
It's not something I would have normally liked, but it is really, really good.
I've not had one of these.
I don't even want to know what a guava tastes like. I just know that this is all I need it to be, man.
Shout out Doritos every time. Fans of the show.
Big fans of the show.
Friend of the podcast.
Just a quick recap. Doritos or Yarritos or however we say.
Maybe they should
Mexican soft drink. So it's Mexican soft drink. Famous in Mexican taquerias around the world. And it's made since 1950 in Mexico. And
in Mexico,
this flavour, the guava fruit, like I'm saying, I don't even know what that is, but the taste off the bat is like a super fruity, but nothing like, it's not very specific. Obviously, I don't know what
exotic.
It's hard, but it's exotic, but it's understated as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not like sickly. It's actually so good. It's fire. It's gonna be my highest score, I think.
Oh.
Don't you be doing a Mark Jenkins?
Just you slow your roll, my man.
No, I actually had an argument with Jim. Jim's going to be like a regular thing on because like he's absolutely desperate to come on this, and I keep telling him no. But he keeps saying our scoring system's rubbish, and I'm like, because he thinks that if something's really good, it should be up there as a 5, and I'm like, that's just barbaric.
You can't just be handing out 5s.
You can't be handing out 5s. It's ridiculous.
I don't want to live in a world where I've already tasted a 5.
Have you had this before?
Yeah, but not for a while.
I remember the first time like I'd really get into Doritos and all like I imported some, and I think I went mad and just bought loads of flavors. So I think I probably overdid it because I was like just sugar mad, flavor mad, and I probably didn't enjoy it as much as I am just now.
I don't know if you see this one too often. Know what I'm saying?
It's not one. See, do you know what? See, before Doritos became a thing in Glasgow and all these restaurants, this actually was a staple. They had the cola, they had this, and they had the grapefruit. And but slowly over time, like mandarin and lime have kind of came to the forefront, and like the cola's always there. And then very rarely now do you see the guava or the grapefruit.
Is cola the only other one we've done?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the? Actually, don't tell me because it might influence my score. But do you like one for score? I'm interested to hear where you're going with this.
I mean, if you want to, I can get into a score. But I'll tell you something. See, I won't give you my score right away. But Doritos are doing it right.
Big.
The Mexican cola was obviously a hitter. But
doing it big out there.
First words out of my mouth when I tasted this was money. And this is
big in the streets.
Yeah, they've got this dialed in. Let me get one more part and sip.
I'm coming in. You're probably it's not as high as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go 3.5.
It's good though.
It's a solid recommendation. It's not necessarily something I would always have, but I do enjoy it.
I'm actually going to go 4.1. I really like this, man.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm glad this has came back into my cipher.
It's really good. It's so good, in fact, that I'm giving it my highest score, I think. But Andy might be able to correct me if this even is my highest score, but I'm going 4.5.
I can't think of anything you've scored as high as that.
I think IBC may have been a 4.1 or a 4.4. That's a 4.5.
Sure. You did.
May have done a 4.5 before, actually.
No, you haven't. 4.2 is the highest either of us have ever given it. Any of us have ever given it.
I'm going 4.5 on a guava. It's so good.
No,
and the thing about it is, for me, why it's better than the cola is that the cola is, I don't know, man. Sometimes, like, even the best cola is still a cola. Does that make sense? Maybe not, but
I
like to be a bit. I like to have a bit of fruitiness. Do you know what I mean? Something a wee bit funky. Like,
it's two different lanes, man. Like I like
get out my lane. Get out my lane. I'm the guava lane.
If I don't feel like a cola, then the next move over is the fruity vibes.
And it's sensational. Andy, what's the score?
Our current top score at the top is Doritos Mexican Cola with 3.8.
Brilliant.
Doritos Guava comes in 4.0. 4.0.
That's the top.
To the top of the leaderboard. Doritos 7-Up is getting knocked off.
Hold on, that fucks the whole leaderboard, doesn't it?
Jeez. Not really. It's just some big changes. Some big changes got to come.
No, I don't mean fucked it, but I just mean like once that other Dorito slides down, it's going to kick off.
Oh yeah, we need to look at some sort of.
There's remodeling going to happen behind Andy today.
Oh yeah. That's got to take it away.
Actually, I had a quick thought today because I think I was talking to Helena and I was saying, she asked about. Oh no, it was the Limca. I was letting her try the Limca, and I was saying, this is highly rated by the 5-Star Soda Boys. And then I was thinking about. I was thinking about the shelf, and I think we might have to create some sort of virtual shelf.
Virtual shelf. Well, I mean, we've got the full leaderboard is there. The full leaderboard is actually.
But I do like the podium representation of what's going.
Where did we get Andy? Let's give a shout out to that spot in. Is it Partick?
Partick Mental Munchies or Mental Munchies?
No, what's the cash and carry we went to?
Oh yeah, Glenburn.
Glencrest,
yeah.
Glencrest, cash and carry, Glasgow. They got crates of Doritos.
Go get some
crates.
Yep,
it's
kind of like. It's like right near the river and stuff like that. It's not
Clyde Tunnel.
I'll be putting some of these on my Christmas list.
So seedy. I'll be putting some of these on my Christmas list. 4.0, man. What a strong start.
Straight out of the gate, but Doritos aren't playing around, man.
Strong start.
Yeah. Just to give you a heads up, by the way, I said we'd only done 37 drinks, but that's actually completely false. Because for some reason on this leaderboard we don't have the 4 from last week. So I do need to update that.
So we broke 40.
That was 40. That was our 42nd review right there, which means on our Christmas special episode we will hit 50.
Whoa. Yeah. We done a Christmas episode? Just forget to
announce that.
It would be rude not to.
You never listen.
No,
so this episode
you're not been invited, man. You've been replaced by a very special guest.
This episode will be out on all podcast platforms on Sunday the 13th. Sunday the 13th.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday the 20th, our Christmas special episode with Craig Neal, the drummer from Twin Atlantic, will be live on our podcast platforms. We will be tasting some festive drinks.
Nice.
So I look forward to that.
Has everyone got some fun stuff coming?
Yeah, I've got a few bits coming.
Have you got something fun coming?
I got something interesting, yeah. I don't know if it would be nice,
so,
but
I've got something that I got and I stuck it on my Instagram stories, and Neil, friend of the podcast, he messaged me and says we used to clean the toilets with that in the pub in Sweden.
That bodes well. Seeing as it is an advert special, Andy, what's the next advert you got queued up for us?
The next one's a big. It's probably the one that everybody would say if somebody said in the UK said,
"Yeah, this country,
tell me a drinks advert." And it spawned a few, and it spawned a few crazies. So Tango.
You know when you've been tangled.
Oh, there he is.
Hello, Johnny. I think we
I can.
Remember those cans, man? They were so good.
I don't remember them at all, man.
Oh, yes, we
Here comes a guy in the orange outfit.
Does it see him? Are you ready?
Bang.
Oh! Smoked him. Let's see it again.
It's a double slab
big-
with a fat
big
bald
half
man.
slab.
Does anyone remember this that's watching? It's scary.
100%.
Oh, real oranges in Tango. Yes, Ralph. Super taste sensation. Smashing drink. Lovely.
Everything about this advert is amazing.
You know when you've been tangled is like an ultimate like frame of reference point from being a kid.
Here's a couple of things I'll just kick straight in with before we get to the controversy around it. See that phrase, you know when you've been tangled? Like variations of that like have been used maybe to describe people that use it a little bit too much. Fake tan.
Fake tan, that's right.
It's still kind of in the the vocab of like today. People are like, oh, she looks like she's being tangled.
Yeah.
Amazing. This advert is like, and obviously controversy wise, it spawned this thing about walking up and slapping people. Just for
No, I mean, I remember from school, and like it was like I remember Tango getting banned for a while. Like
that's
right. And I don't know if it actually did get banned, or if it was like, oh, did you hear about that at school? They banned Tango because of happy slapping, and then they had to
happy slap.
No,
I know that.
I believe the term happy slapping came later.
Okay, yeah.
There was a thing when the mobile phones first had cameras,
that's right.
would run up and just slap someone and film it. But this might be the first ever recorded case of happy slapping before it was even called that. There's also another one.
Did he film it?
Time. They refilmed it where he just shouts oranges in his ears.
No, there was another one where he kissed them. 2 hands, put these 2 hands on.
That's right. Actually, do you know what? That actually may be the one I remember most.
Oh, really?
I do remember the slap, but
I can actually remember a period of people running up and shouting oranges in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
it
just made me so thirsty when someone did that.
It just made you think I need a tango so bad. Do your schools have like vendies?
Yeah.
What was in the vending machines?
One had juice and one had like Mars bars and all that. I think
like the whole way through school.
But we had the tuck shop as well.
Like we didn't get vendies in our school till like I think I was like third year or something maybe.
No, we had
a tuck shop.
We had 2. We had tuck shop was big though, but again it was much like you're explaining. That when we're talking about the school lunch thing, like basically when he got to the tuck shop, it was like if you were bigger kids, just were like out of the way. I mean, you were lucky if in your like
it was a melee
in your morning break. I mean, if you made it to the front and got yourself a topic and a bag of salt and vinegar squares, you were lucky, man. You probably had about 30 seconds just to eat them, get to class.
I don't think we had a tuck shop, but we were like quite central. So we had a couple of news agents like literally just outside the school gates.
Yeah, but they didn't let you just bust out in your break.
Our
tuck shop only happened in the morning. You guys are just like, there's break time. I'm heading over there, man. Get a paper and a Yorkie
and a roll.
Charlene Lowe in the comments here asking again about where to purchase the old Doritos. But so I don't know if she'll have missed that. Glencrest Cash and Carry in the West End of Glasgow. They'll do them by the case, but any good Mexican restaurant, I'll do you a Dorito.
What's the wee Mexican place on Great Western Road? Whoa.
Oh, somebody's
laptop
now. It's your laptop.
It's not me. Anyway, no, what's that place called? Los Pintos?
Hold on. Look at Amy Vincent's comment. We had one with sandwiches and breakfast bars and another one with just water because of fucking Jamie Oliver. What? That's so wild.
Oh, she's talking
imagine
about,
in Scotland
Doritos there?
You imagine in Glasgow they're like, oh, you can't have like a chomp. You need to have a sandwich and a bottle of water. If I know there's not a lot of people watching this at the moment, which is fine. I'm happy with the 24 people that are there. But you should let us know in the comments who is watching so we can like give you a shout out and chat to you. Should we crack on with another drink?
Yeah. Who's up? Is it me?
It's not me, except I've been.
Aye, sure. It's you.
It's me. Sure. Guys, if you can just reach into your your bags, and if you pull out this red
bags, I've got like a. Oh, I've just gave away the next cans. Oh,
I get to announce it. It's a Swip Swap.
Oh yes.
I've
Now-
not had one in a while. Well,
I've
never
not
had.
I've
I've
not had
never had
Swip
that.
Trap.
I've
I've
never
had-
had Shrub.
Okay, so I'm going
What's
to
the
break
other one we've had?
Mezzo.
Mezzomix and Mishmash is another one.
Oh yeah, mash it.
So
Yeah,
basically, for anyone who doesn't know, it's basically a mixture of cola and orange. And like the guy said, it appears in various different guises throughout the world, predominantly big in Germany and German-speaking countries, I believe. But where it's known as Spezi, which is a generic term for cola and orange mixed together.
I mean,
This is the
rank.
Pepsi. It's rank.
It's not. It sounds rank. Like
Oh,
Coke.
sorry, I thought you were just shooting the
No.
whole thing down straight away. So it's rank.
It just sounds terrible. Like
Well,
Coke.
it's an orange.
What that sounds like? It sounds like it. See, back in the day when you're young, did you ever just mix things like?
Yeah,
you
Coke
pretend
and
you're
orange.
a cocktail?
I did that. I mixed
So I
Coke and orange.
So it'd be like get some Coke and fire some like Kiora in the top.
Do you want to
There you
know?
go. Swip Swap. Let's do it.
Well, let me give it. There was a little crate for a very small period of time. I lived in Erskine, and there was a kid in my street. I'd only just moved to this street, and like I was trying to make friends with people in the street because like that's what you did. You just made friends with whoever lived in the next house, and it was like kind of summer, and I remember all these kids going, "Oh, do you want like a Sunny D milkshake?" And I was like, "A Sunny D, what?" And they're like just pouring like milk and Sunny Delight into glasses, and I was just like, "This can't be a thing, man." And it was disgusting. And then another kid was like, "Iron Brew milkshake," and I was like, "I draw the line. I draw the line." I'm beginning to I'd go to the garage and steal a...
In the comments, yeah, that's that's spot on.
Make a good point there if you want to try out a wee mezzo mix and a Swip Swap Nando's or any vibes like that.
Yes.
With a self-serve machine, just go
Just go
half and half.
50-50, aye.
There's
Well-
my mum and Jim said hi for me, has. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Do you know what's mad is I just think, see when you get Coke, and I know that Coca-Cola are doing, I've got a bunch of, they've obviously vanilla and all the ones, and then the Diet Coke is rocking the strawberry and the lime.
Yeah.
I sometimes think when you get cola, it's
Just
hard to get it to do anything. It's really hard to get a flavour to cut through.
right, but
I've
here,
also got a festive cinnamon one that you might hear.
but hear me out here on the cola thing, right? How many times have you, usually on holiday, I suppose, or in a restaurant, order a drink, it comes back with a bit of fruit in it? Is that what
see,
kind of
that's the
started? Do you know what I mean? Is that what they
See,
kind
that's
of
the
like?
weird thing. I love, like, see if I go to a pub and they say, "Do you want fruit in it?" I'll be like, "Aye, stick a slice of orange in there."
They've never
I would
asked.
always-
What are you talking about? Have you ever ordered a? They like order your dinner and then go, I'll have a Coke, please, and they go, and which slice of fruit would you like in your drink? That never
Fire-
happened. They just
Fire a kiwi in that.
Dude, they just bring your glass, a pint of Coke back, and it's got a bloody fucking slice of lime in it. And you're like, hey, I didn't order this.
No,
And isn't a lemon goes in a Diet Coke?
and
And
lime
then
goes in a
orange, something like that. Like, I don't know.
Is it not to like differentiate? Like, to
I
make
think
sure they
that's
don't
what it
fuck
is.
the
I thought
order?
that's what it was.
But if anybody ever offers it me in a pub, I'll say, "No, put a slice of orange in that."
You're like, you're going to
I'm-
keep that girl?
I don't know. Al, have you ever been offered a slice?
You got a guava?
Have you ever been offered a slice of fruit in your drink? Pub
No,
or restaurant?
Fuck, you fucking have. Don't give us your
No,
shit.
I don't. He's just saying we've not been offered it. Like,
You
there's
saw-
no option.
Saying-
You're
It's
like,
never an
no,
option.
no ice, no
It's
fruit.
forced upon you.
Just like straight
Propaganda.
crap.
They're
Just
trying to get
crap.
rid of yesterday's fruit, man. It's their order.
So
Right, let's crack this before.
we'll switch rapping. Let's do it.
I'm gonna go for a nice like.
Did you say this is the Pepsi version, and then Mezzo Mix is the Coke version? And
Yeah. Yeah, this is Pepsi's take on Spezi, and Mezzo Mix would be the Coke one. But what we get
Can't
here?
read any in the back. It says export on it. Is this actually Pepsi?
The Pepsi make it. It's all in German though. I'll tell you something. Do you know what this smells like? Coke and Fanta.
Or Pepsi and Tango. Can I ask before I taste this? Do you think that they put Pepsi in it, or do you think it's their own version of cola?
I can't.
It'll be Pepsi. I don't know.
Oh, that is no good.
You
No,
like it?
it tastes like a
tastes
can
like
of
air freshener.
Fanta that was left for a while.
Tastes like air freshener.
We're like 2 cigarettes floating at the bottom.
Aye, that's definitely a Fanta you've went back to.
See, to be honest, I don't think it's unpleasant, but it's not really.
Just to make my point, though, see the other ones without giving a review of them, much better. This is like, do you know what this is like? This is like you've been to Berlin, you've had Mezzomix or maybe Mishmash. What's the burger place called, Andy, in Berlin?
Burgermeister.
You've been to Burgermeister, you've got yourself a Mishmash.
If you've been to Burgermeister, got a burger, and you're ordering a mishmash, you're doing it wrong already. You should be having a Fritz Cola with that.
Oh,
well, actually, Mishmash is part of the Fritz family, so give me a break. Anyway, the point I'm making is you come home and then you go to Iceland or Farm Foods, you get a frozen burger, and you go to Tesco and get value orange and value cola and try and make your own one, and it's never going to be the same. In Schwip, you're failing hard, man.
That's Panda Schwip right there.
Panda Schwip.
It's not the best.
Yeah, it's not. To be honest, I don't think it's unpleasant. It's just not really doing much.
It's just not. It's not a good mix, is what it is.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a good mix of there's not enough cola coming from it. It's pretty orangey, and because of that,
I don't actually know if it is Pepsi. It tastes like a bit of the cola. The cola vibe on it's pretty funky too.
The cola vibe is flat.
It's Schwip cola and Schwab orange.
It's like flat cola with fizzy orange.
So are we liking this then? Shout on it for 2 minutes.
You know what, I'll go in.
You just hit us with your top score. So what are we doing for this?
It's a low score. It's I'm gonna 1.9. If you can't get one of the other ones and you really want Coke and orange vibe, maybe you get it, but realistically I would stay away from this because it's not hitting the sweet spot.
Yeah, I'm going 2.1, but I'm going 2.1, but and that you might think that's a wee bit high, but I think we got to remember we've had some real stinkers. Yeah, and this isn't awful, it's not bad, it's just not something that I'm going to really recommend to them.
That's my kind of vibe. My vibe is like, if you've not tried this, you don't bother. It's just not really. It's not pleasant.
No,
it's not. I mean, I know I just said it's not unpleasant, but it's not unpleasant and it isn't pleasant. Like it does taste like something's a bit off with it. So I probably go 2.6 on it. Like I say,
2.6. That's high, mate.
But see the way I look at it though,
Andy, have you got the scoreboard there? What's a 2.6? What's near a 2.6?
No, it's a 2.6. No, but it's got to be a 2.6 overall. You need to total up and then.
No, what's a 2.6 overall? Or round about that?
You're just what
that's irrelevant.
I was comparing this to.
Why are you singling me out? But that's not how it works.
Well, you've made an ass of us.
Do the total if you want. Do the total and compare it.
I think you're right there. So, no, I'm not putting them in their place. This is a fair scoring system. We'll stick to this fair scoring system.
Like, it's kind of like what Andy said.
I'm 6 episodes in and I'm ready to fight.
The only real thing we said was if it's over a 3, it's kind of like a recommendation. So it's falling short of a recommendation. But when you've tasted stuff like Million Strawberries or what was the other thing that was terrible?
All of it. The Fago,
the football special.
Oh, that was hot.
Like these are hot. I mean, that's
football special wrote this.
It's all about stacking them up next to each other. If somebody was like to me, I'm like, if I'm in a restaurant and I'm like, what have you got? They're like, we've got football special and we've got. I'm just like, what kind of food are you serving here? I'm definitely like that, right? I'm parched. Give me the Schwip.
And there was a score.
And what fruit do you have to put in it?
2.2.
That sounds right. That's
2.2, which stacks it right up against the A&W Sarsaparilla. Stacks it higher than an Iron Brew Extra, by the way.
Good, because Iron Brew Extra is trash.
Maybe Jennings would like this.
Yeah.
Maybe about 5 for him.
Does it just get too much taste for Jennings? Because that Iron Brew Extra, that was trash.
So the timing quite nice there actually, because as we say, this is an advert special, and our next week's adverts are from Pepsi themselves.
Okay.
Pepsi are probably the biggest spenders, I would feel.
They've definitely got a few high profile,
but Pepsi have always got like the big names.
It feels like Coca-Cola spend better money on placement of advertising.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
like they get like their brand out there. It's more like in with like other things in life. Like you're not getting Pepsi in a McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? Like they spend their money to be like. I mean, Santa is red and white because of Coca-Cola, no?
Because they own that colour.
I was just about to say this.
Yeah.
We've got the right person in the comments. Leanne Clark has just commented. She works in brand marketing and she does the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge and brings the Coca-Cola truck to Scotland as her job.
Oh, wow.
So you've pretty much nailed it there with what she said. So Pepsi 100% spend more on marketing than Coke, but Coca-Cola spend more money on the experience, which is...
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, if you think about... just off the top of your head, and I said about Britney Spears with this, right? But like, you think off the top of your head what Pepsi are like synonymous with is like celebrities. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Do you know what's interesting? Sorry, why were you just saying that?
Why did that come up on my screen?
That's what it should be, man. When I was clearing out some stuff, I was saying to Nick the other week, I was like clearing out my loft, getting prepped to try and make it in another kind of space, but and I had a bunch of CDs, which I wish I kept now if we're doing this. They were promotional Pepsi CDs that I got probably, must have been mid-90s. There's like a Janet Jackson one. There was loads of them. And it was like, you could probably find this. You could probably find this. There's a Janet Jackson song recorded exclusively for Pepsi. And there might be, I can't think who the other artist was. But that's huge for Janet Jackson.
Well, I mean, here we go. Britney Spears, the Pepsi Cola.
Incredible. A music video in a Pepsi factory is what this is. And the tune... Oh, I remember that guy from the video.
And even the gear with him.
Oh, Pepsi gear. It's crazy. Amy, yeah, Michael Jackson did Burnley selling a Pepsi advert. So, Pepsi advert there. Britney Spears dancing and, like, can you imagine the pitch? Britney, we want you to work with Pepsi. All right. What does it involve? What we need you to do is we need you and your crack Swedish team of songwriters to basically write a jingle for Pepsi and perform it on a music video in a Pepsi factory with Pepsi employees, technically.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like,
what was the check?
That's full skip.
What did she get paid for
her fame as well?
Sorry, what did her dad get paid for that? Free Britney.
That's at the height of her fame. Like, no doubt that is absolutely slap bang at the height of her fame. And Pepsi also had Michael Jackson, as Amy says in the comments, he get his hair burnt in quite a bad accident filming one of those adverts. But when we were looking at these earlier, Nick, there was a Pepsi advert with Beyonce, Pink, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez,
like Messi, and like a bunch of. Do you know what's mad about Pepsi in that way? In terms of football, generally football players would be kept apart by traditionally Nike and Adidas. Like they would have these adverts, and like you would have certain players for Adidas, certain players for Nike, and it's this sort of competition, like the way it is through all sports, with like the two brands especially. But then you would get these same guys all together on a Pepsi advert, and it'd be like mind blowing. Just like, what are they? How are they circumventing these like sort of legal things to get them together? It's absolutely insane. Like, and do you know what? It's kind of mental because like for all the money that they spend, they're kind of always known as a lesser brand, I think. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's globally. I went quiet there, guys. I was doing a bit of a number crunch on this. This Britney Spears Pepsi.
What year was that?
Phenomenal. It's 2001. There's actually two songs. There's two different versions she did. They both had songs. And here's a little bit I got from a website, basically saying that after both adverts, these minute and a half commercials, fans of Britney basically have pestered people to hear the full tracks. In 2019, this looks like a 2-minute version of The Joy of Pepsi has been uploaded, an unmastered version. So these songs, like, we've not got them right now, but they are available like as full tracks.
What year did the Baby One More Time album come out? Was that like 97, 96?
No, 98. Maybe you're right, 97. It wasn't because I would have been last year at high school actually, so it was 99. 98, 99.
So what 2001, what album is she coming off there?
The album, 2001, the second album, the Oops, I Did It Again.
So like that's
maybe One More Time, 98. So a year 2000, she's, because if you look at her and
the year 2000 that Oops, I Did That Again came out.
I can't see her leaving more than 3 years between albums.
That's what I was going to say. Can it? But like, I'm surprised it was more than 6 months.
No, but that. So but think how long she toured the first album. Like,
I suppose it's
relentless.
What we got here?
Why do we know so much about Britney Spears?
The first time I ever saw her was on the National Lottery show live, singing "Hit Me Baby One More Time." I fell in love.
Mate, I can remember. Do you remember the box? You know the music video thing.
Yes.
I can remember being up, and I was watching it. It was like late, and the video came on for the first time, and obviously, like, it's quite hard to explain if you're seeing that video for the first time, and it's just like the school thing and all that. And I was just like, what's going on here then? And I can remember actually going in the next day because, believe it or not, I was like known in my school for being a bit of a pure geek about like songs and stuff. And I was like, dude, you need to phone the box today, man, and get this video on. And they were like, what? And I was like, but you know what's mad? I couldn't even Google it.
What's that? These guys.
I don't know what's going on. But I couldn't even like Google an image of my phone and be like, this is her. But do you see what you're saying about? I was like, I didn't know what was going on, but I was just like, it was too much for my young mind.
Let me what age you guys when that came out?
What age was what?
Say again?
When the Britney album came out.
What age was that? 15? 14?
Yeah.
14, 15,
17.
Like that. Dude, what is that?
It's one of you two.
Britney practice.
Right, Pepsi.
So this is the second one.
Oh, this is right, okay. I didn't know we had this teed up.
What is
this? This is the Pepsi. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Those who think young, say Pepsi, please. For those who
Wow.
think young.
What is that?
Doesn't that seem like Christina Aguilera could have done this one?
Describe what we're seeing here, Andy.
I mean, it's like we're seeing Pepsi adverts throughout the years, I guess. We're now
her stuff in.
And we saw her now in 66, like we Baywatch vibe here.
This is rubbish, this one.
What is this?
Just go on YouTube to
really
watch
rubbish.
it.
This must be.
That one.
Get on, man. I was going to say about Britney. I was in like first year, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
I remember primary.
So you did not know what to do when you seen her?
No.
Nah, she was. But do you know what? It was such a mad time because, it must have been 1990. In 1999, 1999, I went to Florida with my mum and dad. And
Hoping you'd meet her.
What's up?
Hoping you would meet her.
Pretty much. No, and then I swear everywhere I went, like, because we'd be like going around and I would also want to go into like whatever you call it, Sam Goody and all the record shops. And the only song we was playing is Genie in a Bottle.
Yeah.
I kept saying, and I remember, I remember saying to the guy, what's this song? And he was like, oh, the girl's called Christina Aguilera. It's called Genie in a Bottle. And I was like, oh, can I buy it? And he was like, nah. I was like, why? And he goes, because it's sold out. And I was
really?
Like, and he went, how long are you staying here? Because he knew I wasn't local. I was like, who's singing that song? And he's like, I'll stick one behind for you. A CD. How mad is that? Can you imagine? Like,
it's mad to think that you might not be able to listen to a song because it's sold out.
Like, I mean, think about the way Spotify divvies up the money and all this shit now. And I'm literally going to Rex those guys like that. It was crazy to me this morning. And people came through the door and gave me money and took them away. I'm just like,
you don't think though that is like Christina Aguilera v Britney as a pure Coke Pepsi thing as well?
Yeah.
Not really. Well, I don't know.
I don't know who's who in this situation. Britney's probably more like Coca-Cola, but
they both have their merits though.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I remember when Dirty came out, like that was everywhere.
Dirty,
like, Dirty.
You got that song, Dirty. I remember that because the fashion in Glasgow absolutely changed on a dime.
But she changed on a dime because the first album she was like all American, and she was like, someone told her in and was like, you need to get out ahead of Britney here, because Britney came back and she was like, I'll be. She was dancing about with the snakes and all that.
For you and stuff like that.
That would have been about the time you were probably DJing the Unders. Oh,
Britney Spears or Dirty.
Dirty.
It was, but at that point, Dirty had been out for a bit. Mate, I cannot tell you. Dirty ran
was
for
2001.
years. I didn't. Yeah, I mean, like,
you're not done Unders then?
yeah, I was. I mean, I was like in the mid to late 2000s, but I mean, Dirty was like a massive record for about 8 years.
Yeah,
like I bring the house down.
I'm sure you still played it.
You could still play it, and you'd get away with it in certain places.
In certain places, but it does. It definitely hasn't held. It hasn't been had the same cultural relevance that Crazy in Love or something's had.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, I don't want to go into a deep dive, but it's like the song Redman, Let's Get Dirty, is already the same record, and it's made by the same guy. Because when I heard it on the radio for the first time, I was like, this is a ripoff. Like, and then she starts singing, and I was like, what is going on? And then Redman is on the Christina Aguilera record.
He's in the music video, so right.
I was like, this is what? I was like, then I just thought to myself, this is going to be the biggest thing. And it was huge, man. And then Britney didn't really have a lot of big records in the clubs.
How did we go on about Britney in this? This is crazy.
Let's get on with the next. Come on, let's go on with the next.
Yeah, Andy, you're up.
Because it's going to change up the board again, I think.
Don't tell me it's one of these things that's like two things mixed together.
Weirdly, it kind of is. So we're back with Club Orange. Now, Club Orange is currently joint second on the leaderboard. We've not updated it yet. And this is Club Orange Rock Shandy. Now, for those Western Scotlanders, this is fresh orange and lemonade. And I don't think there's really like that. That to me is like if somebody orders a fresh orange and lemonade in a pub, you're like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Like, and it's such a summer vibe, man.
Connoisseur's choice. Fresh orange and lemonade.
No, like if you're in an old man's pub, fresh orange lemonade's the way to go.
Do you ever
you think you walk in an old man's pub and you go like that, bartender, barkeep, I'll have a fresh orange lemonade in the bar.
It's like ordering off menu. But you ever put a wee splash of cranberry in it just to give it a wee sunrise?
Behave.
I mean, that's a Sex on the Beach where the alcohol in it really isn't.
It's a virgin Sex on the Beach.
You had this Rock Shandy?
Of course, I've had it.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of club. In my
I've sparked that. Sorry, guys.
No, I'll spark.
Okay. I'd never heard the Rock Shandy.
Not much
all.
Fun. You've not had it?
No, I have, but I was going to tell you a story. I've not heard this. I hadn't heard of it. And shout out one of my favourite coffee spots in Glasgow, Calf. And Leo in there had it on her board, summer day, Rock Shandy is like a special. I was like, what the fuck is Rock Shandy? And she'd made her own like sort of like fresh lemonade and orange. And she was like, this is just my take on this famous Irish drink made by Club Orange, Rock Shandy.
And just very club. Soon, this is Club. Why does everyone keep saying Club Orange?
It's Club Rock Shandy.
Orange, like, Club Rock Shandy. But
I love that lane. I love that spot.
The mad thing was that we went to Ireland not long after that, me now. And I remember picking this up and being like, this is actually, I don't know if we did go. Anyway, Rock Shandy.
That's good.
Club Rock Shandy's probably a place you could get away with still playing Christina Aguilera.
Club Rock Shandy. Mate, it sounds like Club Rock.
Did you get a lot of lemon from that?
DJ Andy at Club Rock Shandy.
Rock Andy.
No, to me that's an orange lemonade. That's
a lot of lemon from that.
But it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Have they called it Shandy because is I mean obviously Shandy's beer and lemonade, but is the process of adding lemonade to something, is that Shandy? He's done a Shandy with that.
Like, see when you look at this,
Coke and lemonade, do you know what I mean?
A Shandy.
The orange is still taking pride of place in this. And it's still an orange can for the most part.
Sorry, there's a fly just landed on my desk and he's just dying over there. It's kind of
give him some Rock Shandy. What I was going to say though is, do you think this is like fizzy orange and fizzy lemonade with some orange juice or some sort of mix?
There's definitely a sharpness. There's a sharpness comes through in the lemon.
I mean, if you're asking me about how they made it, I would say they made like an orange lemon hybrid syrup and then carbonated it.
No, of course, but I'm just
it's not like Twix. It's not like left and right Twix. Do you
know what I mean? Though, like, no, I'm not saying how they made it. I'm asking what
I actually think it's the perfect balance. If you're asking me, I think
it's a 50-50.
I think it's a 50-50.
It's an Arnie.
If I went into a pub and ordered a fresh orange lemonade and it tasted like that, I'd be like, it's the best fresh orange lemonade I've ever had.
I went in and ordered a rock shandy.
I didn't even put any extra fruit in it. Got a slice of kiwi in the top of that, my man. You'll let certain in our bar keep that as it is, my man.
Half orange, half lemon.
Wait, just get this like. Wait, this. What I'm about to explain is something that we would probably do when we're doing these obnoxious games at dinner. But we should, the next time we get to actually socialise, much like the time that won't be discussed when we're away for Andy's stag, but we should order drinks like fresh orange and lemonade, like 3 pints, right? And before the waiter even gets to leave the table, we go like this. This is more for the visual, right? This is what we do. And we just talk up, glad, Jesus, that is the greatest. And ask the guy to send over the butter, and we'll just we'll just go over the top.
Soft palate, man.
You need to tell me your secret. You need to tell me your soft palate. You need to tell me your ratio, because yeah, I'll tell you a quick one. That's Nick. You know Ross. You know Roy, don't you? Ross. Me and Roy were flying back from Norway one time, and that's just Roy's part all over. The girl comes up on this Ryanair flight, and Roy's, he said, "Can I get you in?" Roy's like, "Cup of tea for me and the man." I was like, "All right, cool." And he just goes like that. He goes, "Do you mind talking me through the biscuit options?" And she said something like, she went, I can't remember the thing. She went, we've got she went, "We've got a chocolate chip cookie." I went, "I'll stop you right there. I'll be having that." Like, just that type of like.
I can imagine Roy did
that. The first biscuit, she says, "Oh, I'll stop you right there."
I can't remember the game we played at the restaurant for Andy's stag, but I do remember Neil coming out of nowhere going.
It was called Odds On.
Oh, well remembered. The thing that you're referencing is we had to ask the waiter, or Al had to ask the waiter, what kind of drink do you recommend for a soft palate? The waiter was just looking at him going,
"That's so funny to anybody else."
The waiter just going like, "What? What's a soft palate?" He's going through all these different cocktails and stuff, man.
Did not say like, "I'll have to go and ask the bar"? Like, I need to call in.
Aye.
Someone that knows about soft palate.
I think she just wanted away from
soft palate expert.
We've got the fresh orange lemonade.
I'm Club Rock Shandy here. Andy, you got a score?
Club Rock Shandy. I'm scoring it higher than I scored Club Orange.
Unbelievable.
Like I'm going 4.1.
Beautiful.
You want me to go? I actually really like this. I don't think it's reinventing the wheel, but it's staple. And see what it's trying to do. It's doing it perfectly. For me, it's going to be a 4.1 also.
That's strong.
It's better than Club Orange, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Club Orange.
I think it's fucking tumbled here.
I feel like he starts to do the numbers in his head to try and rig it.
I've tried. I get it. Honestly, I was thinking 4.1. I know, man.
That's fine.
That's fine. 4.1. It's sensational. It's better than Club Orange.
It is better. I think that's the bottom line here. It is.
And I think the thing to note here is, like, a lot of the time we'll disagree on things. We'll disagree on things, and that's why, like, something like guava maybe is a wee bit lower for me than it is, and it ends out just not quite hitting it. But that is
yeah, man, that's good.
But I think that's the thing. See, the ones that are hitters, like the Doritos Cola is up there or whatever, or was up there, but it was like. It's like it's doing something simple, but it's just killing it. It's just doing it perfectly. This is just, I mean, never say no to it.
Let me say this. See this. If you don't know what this is and you see this in a shop, you're walking by that.
Probably. Yeah,
that
totally.
looks like a bang average fucking lemon and orange shite drink.
It looks like up your own brand.
I mean, like, let's be honest, right? And I know I did rate the Dorito higher, but let me get this. I'm kind of mirrored, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, but like, I'm picking up the Dorito every time. Every time.
That's because you're susceptible. Like, hipster marketing. You need to get your sleeves rolled up. That's a blue collar, hard working Irish man's soft drink.
And just in case MD couldn't do the maths, obviously it's a 4.1 by average.
Just what does that mean, Andy?
Straight into the top spot. I'm shocked. I really am surprised.
I'll say it.
What have I say?
At the top.
Stuff at the top. Oh, I got straight to the top, Harry. But see, the thing is, like, I quite like it because see, if it's one of these drinks where it does look like an own brand soft drink, doesn't look exotic. But see, if somebody's not had it and they're like, "What's that?" and you're like, "It's just a rock shandy, mate." They're like,
"Yeah,
what's a rock shandy?" It's got some mistake to it.
And find out.
I mean, we're letting the public know, like, about the heat out there.
And you can pick up in a lot of places.
But this is how to do it.
Like,
this is not how to do it.
Swipshop can just get in the sea.
No, this is
straight to
bad mix, good mix.
Yeah, that's funny. They went head to head.
But yeah, if you're looking to pick up a Club Ons or a Club Rock Shandy, like your Day Days Express, your Nisa's, all of those kind of places will definitely be doing that. So
you don't have to reveal if I'm just a kind of vague question, but in the club range, is there more territory? Because I'm only familiar with these two.
Yes, there is. There's a Club Lemon.
The Club Lemon.
Lemon. You put them together.
Where is the Club Guava?
Club Mishmash. The Club Schwip.
That is actually Club Mishmash we just had. So
is it though? Maybe we need to get a Club Orange and a Club Lemon and try that. Imagine you pulled it in, sipped it perfectly, 50-50, and it was like rock shandy.
Yeah.
That's so mad. That's so mad. Like,
Andy, before we go into our next advert, that's another good point to plug the Christmas episode. So what we do?
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to next week. So as I say, this comes out on Sunday the 13th on all good Apple platforms, all good podcast platforms. On Sunday the 20th, we will be releasing our Christmas episode. We will not be doing that one live because we will not be under level 4 restrictions. But we're back in the studio, the three of us, along with Craig Neal, drummer from Turn Atlantic, with some festive drinks. We'll be testing them live together. The banter will be flying. We'll even have some decorations up and everything. And then that'll go out on the 20th. And hopefully by then we'll also have picked a winner.
We'll definitely pick a winner.
We really should do that at the end of this episode so that we can get them those drinks.
I think any of these people have probably went on Apple Podcasts and gave us 5 stars and left the review.
You'd be surprised.
Have you guys? Let us know.
Well, whilst to have a look at that, let's enjoy our last advert. And as it is Christmas, I thought we'd bring up the best Christmas soda advert. And I know a lot of people are thinking, "Oh, it's a fucking Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming."
That's the one, right?
Isn't it?
This is the best one.
Enjoy. Oh, tune.
Traditional.
It's also got the Falkirk wheel.
Snowman advert.
I mean, what a score for them! Like getting this license like this. That's big, man.
Is that the original artist that would have drawn that then?
I think so. Maybe not.
Even now, try to get like a director or DP or someone, and we're going to recreate your fucking Pride and Joy film and make it an advert.
But also, like, make fun of it. Not make fun of it, but it's like he drops the kid, as we can see here on the screen. Like,
what happened to him here? Does he die?
He dies, son. No, he dies.
The kid did. Where is he?
He lands on a bike. He lands on a bicycle with no seat.
Where is he? Oh, he's all right. He's all right.
He's fine.
Do you know what? Go back to that. Going to go back to that just a wee bit.
Why play again?
Just the last 5 seconds. Right, watch this. Pause this. Here.
Okay, it's a recreation of George Square.
Go back again. Where he's not. Just before he pops his head back out.
Right.
Now, as a sort of a filmmaker, that's how they wanted to end this.
Right. And
you know that, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like, I can't have the wee guy dying.
You got a wee bit M. Night Shyamalan, so he's not whether he's dead or not.
Especially because in the back it's like, have a phenomenal Christmas.
Director Scott definitely didn't have him jump
Don't
back.
talk to strangers.
Like,
I mean, it is a win for that. It's exceptional. It is good.
But it's one of those ones where it's like they didn't even need to do it because Iron Brew's kind of sewn up in Scotland anyway at the time. That's like 9 years ago. That advert.
They've always had good adverts. They've always had good adverts. So
off the top of your head, quick fire round, Iron Brew adverts. Go. What can you remember?
The Girders, like made in Scotland from Girders.
The one where the guy says, "Oh, we're not calling the baby Fanny."
I remember that one.
Yep.
What about the one where the baby's hand comes out the woman's vagina and goes to grab the Iron Brew and takes it back inside her when she's pregnant?
Oh, that's right.
Remember that? So weird.
That's Tango advert style. Like that's like
that's like that kind of like I remember PlayStation or Xbox did an advert, and the person gave birth to the console, or not the console. Was it the console? It was for one of the consoles.
Just the memory card.
But the baby flew literally out her legs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And like basically aged over time. Then went like in an arc, went straight into a grave, and it was like PlayStation.
It's because it was around about.
It was around about that same time, and it's like, how did they get away? Like they would never do that now.
Nah, but then there's loads of. But look at the stuff in the, like in the adverts, in the like back in the 50s and 60s, where it was just like, smoking's great, smoke it up, my man.
That's what we're talking about 10 years ago, though.
No, I know, but I mean, it's like, every 10 years they're just like, whoa, no.
It's wild. But
I feel like Iron Brews have pushed the envelope for a long time. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like Tennent's as well. A lot of the Tennent's adverts are like iconic in that same kind of tongue-in-cheek way, and it's very specific.
It's almost like Scottish marketing in a way because it's the same sort of advertising companies that do these things. Like,
well, it's like we just wouldn't buy into like that. The advert you're referring to, the I think I actually sent you earlier as a suggestion, but the Made in Scotland one, it's like they're kind of taking the piss out of a typical shiny American soda advert.
What about like
because there was another one.
Actually, there's two I wanted to bring up. One,
bring one of the ones.
The famous one was Raoul. Remember, like the Iron Brew one?
Yeah, the dive
Raoul bouncing up and down. That guy, and he's like, he was kind of like Spanish. No, but have you seen that? Do you remember the one? It was win a trip to like Iron Brew Island or something.
Oh, really?
Bring up the YouTube. This is controversial.
Talk us through it while Andy does this.
The one I was going to say was actually
this is an advert that it was Iron Brew that it was essentially meant to be like you remember the logo thing, right? And it was like win a trip to like Iron Brew Island or something. Phenomenal Island. Iron Brew Island or something like that. And if you just type in Iron Brew advert, you'll see it. There's like two like what can only I think I don't want to just say Jamaican, but it was like Caribbean, like a Caribbean guy, a Caribbean woman, and they're sort of like selling you the idea of like winning a trip to this Iron Brew Island, but like it's absolutely crazy, like the way they marketed this. I don't even know how this flew because it's like have you ever seen Get Him to the Greek?
Yep.
Remember the bit where he says to the guy to play the drums, African style or something. He's like play the drum.
Yeah.
The guy does the face and like it's obviously
it's bad,
sort of stereotypical. Like he's playing into that.
Yep.
This is what this is like.
It's the one I was thinking of was that it was quite Naked Gun style. It was like Johnson. Like kept cutting away, and it was so here's the one. Here's Brew Island.
We see this?
A wee bit of square sort.
This is crazy. This is almost like an Iron Brew advert for.
Hello, Scotland.
It's a Caribbean guy in a kilt. Flip flops.
What is this? 2000s.
Got crystal clear water. The sun.
Factor 200.
Local.
To win a phenomenal holiday for four, grab a special Iron Brew and look behind the
I've never seen this. Never seen this.
Holiday on
Brew Island. In association with Barhead Travel. Wild. Like the way they pitched that.
I just need to address something real quick.
Please do.
Jim Coates has hit us up and said that Coca-Cola has had 2 #1 singles and another top 20 hit from their ads in the 70s.
Is this a quiz, Jim?
Now, I can maybe hazard a guess.
Tim has hijacked a podcast for a quiz.
I don't know. He's derailed it. I can hazard a guess as to what one of them is.
The #1 single? I have no idea.
Is that song I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing? Did that not feature in a Coca-Cola advert?
Yeah.
Jim, if you're out there, bro, let me know if that's correct.
There's one that's called First Time by Robin Beck, but I couldn't even tell what that is. But just as I did a wee number crunch here, there is a Coca-Cola The Music Hits compilation.
I think I may have had that.
You had a Coca-Cola album?
Actually, I remember that now. I'm looking at these. Yeah. I'm going to hold up to the screen.
Oh, like, yeah, I had that.
No, and I remember the back
CD. What?
Yeah,
so, and also there was two. There was two. The ones they were I got 2 CDs for free as promotional items. Right, this is kind of mad. And one of the songs on it was "Public Enemy," "Fight the Power," which is politically charged. Honestly, it's the last song, and that was the first time I ever heard Public Enemy. And I was just like, I'm into this.
What's a Coca-Cola record?
Who are these guys?
Well, on that Coca-Cola record, the one that I just showed you, that's got the Ebenezer Good by the Shaman, which again
is
controversial.
Potentially about some drug taking. Actually, another quick one, just while we're on this whole Coca-Cola tip. Again, when I was clearing out the loft, it seems like my loft was just full of Coca-Cola items. And I don't know if I said this to you, Nick. Have either of you guys been to the Coca-Cola store on Las Vegas Boulevard?
Yes.
I've been to one in Florida. I've not been.
Have you had your picture taken with the giant polar bear?
Yes.
I've still got. Helena found one of those. Picture with the polar bear, and I was like, I'll need to get this and scan it for the 5-star.
No,
there's a place in Epcot in Florida. Am I right, Epcot, Andy?
Aye, we've talked about this, but before Coca-Cola. We go, that's not there anymore. But you said the Coca-Cola Bear episode, and if any of the Twin Atlantic boys are watching, they'll be like, he's got to tell this story. On tour, still in a van, so not on a tour bus vibes, we're like going through Belgium, Germany, or something like that, just driving through, and we stopped at a wee rubbish service station somewhere, and there's one of these big Coca-Cola polar bears just standing at the side, like before you get into the wee shop at the petrol station. So I said to Matt Cogley, a good friend, it was a good friend of ours, no longer with us. I was like, get a picture of Sam with the polar bear. It's the middle of summer because we're doing summer festival. Sam's got no t-shirt on and just wearing like swimming shorts. So he goes up, he's hugging this polar bear in the middle of a petrol station forecourt, and he's hugging this polar bear. Matt's getting ready to take the picture, and I just run up behind Sam and just scant him right in the He's just standing there with his pants around his ankles, hugging this Coca-Cola polar bear.
Where is that picture? Sam McDusty. We need to get that online.
A good old-fashioned scanting, man.
I can't beat that. So Jim says you were right, Al.
For Teacher World, like the Teacher World to sing, and yeah, Bobby Goldsboro, Hello Summertime. I do not recall that, but I'm sure it's a jam.
Sorry, Nick, you were coming in there, but I had to get that story out. You were coming in with something else, following up the
I think I was just saying in Florida in Epcot. I think when I went there with my mum and that, we there was like a kind of, you could try different Cokes from around the world kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not there anymore because that's where like it's always the last one's the Italian one, Beverly. It's horrific. Like
Beverly.
It's called Beverly. It's like
I was too young to even know what they were. I just remember getting in and being like, there was like a soda fountain, and you just like, I was like, what is all these different flavors of Coke? I just want like Coke. I was the one guy standing at the Coke fountain just refilling the Coke. I'm like, I don't want that funky shit, man. I just want an OG Coca-Cola on this hot Florida day.
That's the one.
Apple teeth is meant for like between.
Okay.
Let me set a scene for you though. You're on holiday. You're in New York. You're in the deli. You just ordered yourself a pastrami on rye, and you think, what would go better with this pastrami on rye or any sort of deli sandwich, grilled cheese, than Dr. Brown's of Brooklyn, very own, since 1869, celery.
Celery. Fucking rancid.
Celery.
Celery.
Celery soda with other natural flavors.
I hope the other natural flavors are ranch dressing.
Look at a little picture of the Brooklyn Bridge on that as well. It's kind of nice, isn't it?
It's a nice can.
I kind of just I just surprised that on you though, didn't I? But the imagine the scene.
This can's kind of giant, isn't it?
Imagine the scene of like not really. Yeah, it's your first time in New York, maybe. If you've or like in America, maybe.
Is this what people do? Is this a deli?
It's a deli standard, but like the idea, I actually got it from Monty's Deli in London.
Shouts.
See the idea of like, imagine being behind somebody in a queue. They go, I'll have a celery, and then going, what's the celery? And they're like, celery soda. It's so unnatural to like.
Patch, give me a swap, man.
It's like, what is the? There's just
this is hipster. This is total hipster. The fact that it's got a picture of Brooklyn Bridge on it is like just beautiful. I mean,
how can you be hipster if it's 1869?
One of those. He wasn't riding a fixie. He was riding a penny farthing. It's all the same. What's this must be the most out there on paper flavour that we've tried. No.
Probably, yeah.
Celery.
Have any of you had this?
No. This is the only thing we've tasted that came out that tastes like it. That sounds like it shouldn't be a soda. It's not a sweet thing. It's a savoury. It's not. If somebody comes in next to you with a pure fried egg soda, I'll give that a top spot for that. But right now, the celery soda.
The closest we've came is the Fanta, which was apple and cactus, but it was so overpoweringly apple that we never really got. If it was just cactus, then I'd maybe argued. But
celery is. It's not like one of these like secret vegetables, like a tomato or something. It's like this is like a legit vegetable.
Yeah, I would say it's a savoury type of thing.
The closest we've came to something is maybe the fizzy rhubarb or the watermelon soda.
This is still a leap,
but that's still mild.
Is rhubarb a fruit or a vegetable?
I'd say it's
a fruit.
It's a veg. It's a root. No, because
don't need guess. We could use Google.
I'll punch.
Not much. Let me ask you. What do you think about Browns? Celery. I have had this, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's magic.
Rhubarb's a vegetable as well.
I thought so, yeah. But it smells
beautiful.
Stinking of celery.
Fucking hell, man! It smells
like it smells like celery. Doesn't it taste like celery?
It does, but it's quite nice.
It's good, isn't it? I don't can't do it like this.
It's funky, but it tastes like beef
feet.
Tastes like beefy feet.
Are you eating feet? How often are you chewing on a foot?
How many times have you put your foot in your mouth on this podcast?
I'm so glad I've got 3 other drinks here to take the taste of this away. That's
Mate,
all.
I wish I could reach the jet screen and grab you.
I don't know. I can't.
That's money.
I can't fuck with this, man.
It's like a wee bit peppery. It's weird, man. It's not a.
It's good. It's
right. I'm going to throw something at you.
Go. I'm ready to catch
it. Sweeties.
Like see Shani. Yeah. I'd already said Shani was like a wee bit peppery.
Yes.
See if I pulled a can of Vimto into this. Shani.
You think that is the missing ingredient of Shani and Vimto?
Vimto and Shani.
You've lost the plot.
Yeah, I've lost it.
No, it's a serious man. What do you think of that drink?
Shani's getting on to do this. It kind of tastes like it does. I'm not getting. I mean, it tastes like celery, but it also tastes like it's been sweetened with some other stuff going on.
Sugar.
There's 34 grams of sugar in it.
Well, there we go. We're winning.
You ever dipped a bit of celery in peanut butter?
Yeah, that's how you make the ants on a log. You know this?
That's right. We're raising
fucking savages.
That's a Michael Scott snack from The Office. Put that on your quiz.
I put it on your quiz.
No, it's definitely funky. I'm sure some people hate this.
It's a perfect drink to go with something like
celery
food. See, like a big meaty sandwich, a burger or something. This is cutting right through that. This is giving you let's bring you back to earth.
I'll be honest. I have found recently the best vegan pastrami.
Oh yeah,
that I've had thus far. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the brand. You get it in Sainsbury's, but I've been able to make a nice stacked, New York style sandwich.
Vegan pastrami.
I couldn't just chew on celery. I can take celery and dip it in like the hummus or the ranch or something.
Hummus.
In the hummus. But no, this is.
I don't think it tastes too much like. I mean, it has the celery vibes, but
these guys have other stuff going on.
Like a fruit. They've got loads of shit. It's got like. Actually, we have some other stuff at Andy's.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm going to put my score out first, right? I think this is not for everyone, but if you're willing to live life a little bit on the edge, this is not for someone with a soft palate. It's for someone with a refined palate. This is for someone who's not Andy, like a kid who eats sweeties every day for breakfast.
We're on a fucking soda podcast and he's talking about a refined palate.
This is for champions. This is for celery and hot sauce, like Amy just said there. This is going high for me, by the way. High.
Fuck off. You're a liar. You're an actual liar.
It's actually delicious. It's the one I was looking forward to the most.
If this is over 3.5, I don't believe you.
Well, don't believe me then. 3.9. Celery. 3.9.
Lying, fucking full of shit. Just
trying
to be
a liar. Fire, which this drink is. Absolute.
I'm giving it a 1.3. 1.3.
See, that's just rude. Your score shouldn't even be counted for that because you're just trying to do me in.
I'd already written it down before you'd give me your score.
Show me it.
What I'm going to do is...
Where did you write it down? Fucking liar. You're just feel try to get me.
I need to see it in a sealed envelope.
A liar. That's what we need to start doing, man. We need an adjudicator for this.
This is how I'm going to break my score down.
Break it down now.
I'm going 3.3.
Yes.
And that's because
beautiful.
Anything over a 3
strong
is a recommendation. Clear. And it's definitely a recommendation for me. But, you know, I can appreciate it's not for everyone. And it's interesting. It'll do its best work in very specific situations.
Like a plumber. 2.8. Listen. 2.8. What did you give it, Al?
I gave it 3 points. Look at him. He's going to check your numbers. 3.3.
3.3.
1.3.
I give it a 3.9.
Aye. It's a 2.8. You're not getting it above a 3. We're not recommending that to Andy.
The average score for people of sound mind is a 3.6. Do yourself a favour, guys. Go out there and try this.
3 points. Oh, you're just doing you now. I can't believe you had to get your calculator out for that. The fact that you can even do those maths in your head tells me that you shouldn't be recommending that.
Yeah, it was drama. It was absolute fucking storytelling the way I reviewed that. You was like, what's he doing with his calculator? Review. 3.6. Beautiful.
Nonsense.
Look how angry he's getting just because
it's sitting rightly in
a high score. Of course, I gave a high score. I spent a tenner on 4 cans of juice. Why else would I be fucking buying it?
That's on you,
it's
man.
Sitting rightly in
I just basically Andy's just like just pulls it out. He's just like
no, but when we get a fucking shot of, what is it, wild cherry Pepsi? I'm like 0.1.
Guys, I didn't want this to get political. This podcast.
So one thing Andy said at the very start before we even done a podcast, let's not get political. And I'm like, let's get fucking political. Dr. Brown celery.
So anyway, right. So we now need to go and update the actual leaderboard with the drinks that we actually agree are half decent.
It's all changed.
What do you mean? I actually agree. We do agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the ones we actually agree.
The majority rule of that last one. Anyway, there you go.
This is like the election special all over again.
You don't agree on that last one.
Like,
you're in the place.
I'm
You're Fanta pineapple. You're beside Fanta pineapple. That's good company.
That's good
company. I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying you gave it a shitty score. That's all. But that's fair enough. That's why we have 3 people. Just saying though, if you want someone of sound mind, look at me now.
Right, let's do this here because we've got some big changes to be happening here. 7-Up Mojito is off. It's gone.
Gone. See you later.
I had a good run.
IBC, beautiful. What are you doing with that?
IBC is gone.
Jeez, it's gone again, man.
How did mighty have fallen?
Limca's in the bin, man. That's fucking pish.
It's gone. It's gone.
How can that be?
The Shani.
Beautiful.
We just talked about it again. The Shani. It's gone.
Oh my god.
It's gone.
What have we done? The whole fucking board's gone.
Mexican Cola was in first place.
Oh, yes.
It's now in third place.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Moving into second place.
Look at this storytelling here.
Doritos Guava.
Jesus Christ, Doritos fucking 2 out of 3.
And in first place,
the king of soft drinks.
I brought it and I'm shocked. In first place,
King
Rock Shandy.
It's a solid lineup.
I mean, that's a great night out there.
Let me just say, man, episode 6, finally, some fucking housework was done, man. Look at that. That is a much more stable leaderboard there.
I genuinely wasn't expecting to make such changes. And I did say earlier that the leaderboard was out of date and stuff, but it turns out I was reading it wrong because I date everything when it's added to leaderboard, but then it's sorted by the order they're in. The last 3 drinks on the leaderboard were all reviewed in the last episode before Mark.
Oh, really?
So Lemonade,
that was a linker.
and Millions. That was a stinker of an episode.
Oh, it's rough.
Probably the worst episode. I wouldn't even listen to that one.
Aye.
Don't listen to it.
No. The banner's amazing on it.
Oh, is it?
No, the banner on that one's great because the drinks are. We
so
go in on them.
I'm happy with that leaderboard.
Strong. Shouts to Doritos, man.
I mean, Doritos have got to be happy. Although they have been knocked off top spot, but there's still plenty of other flavours for them to maybe. I mean, you could be looking at.
Andy, let's alert them tonight, right? What I'm going to do here.
Yeah, because the Club guys they don't have much left in the stash unless that Club Lemon's coming out swinging. Doritos have got a whole their squad deep ready to come up.
A screenshot going here, so everyone look at your cameras. This is for Doritos to show them the love. 3, 2, 1, done. The Doritos, like, and you know what? I knew it for the get-go that Doritos was, when we decided to do a soda thing, Doritos was going to be up there because it really just, they are, that glass bottle, popping that open with the cane sugar, lot of selection. Like, I actually think Doritos is going to be a mainstay in this podcast.
I mean, what's left for Doritos? We've got pineapple, mandarin. What's the green one?
Lime, grapefruit as well.
Yeah, grapefruit, the really green one.
Pineapple. Say that?
Yeah, that was the first one.
That's only the ones we can get a hold of. What the fuck have they got over there, man?
Yeah, man.
Tijuana style.
Contraband flavor.
I'm looking forward to trying it more. First time I struggled. First time in a while, though, I will say there's not a Coca-Cola up there.
What are you talking about? There is
Cheerios.
Oh, aye.
What the fuck? First time I was a bit of cola there. Oh wait,
someone's saying papaya. Someone's saying Doritos papaya.
That's lies, Leon. That's
papaya.
No, there is papaya.
I was going to say that every episode we always what are we sipping on? What are we finishing off? I know I'm pouring straight in the sink. It's that schwab. That's rotten.
I mean,
I'm drinking a celery. I'm finishing this. I'm gonna go and make some food and have this. Definitely.
The rock shandy, I think you could keep drinking for a while.
I think this is pretty much.
Can I I've just done a wee look up at the Dorito flavours.
Yes.
Pineapple,
lemon, lime, watermelon, mango, pineapple, fruit punch, guava,
tamarind,
lime, mandarin, strawberry, tamarind, grapefruit, Mexican cola, and Jamaica.
No way. Does it just say Jamaica?
Jamaica. And apparently it's a hibiscus flavour.
Whatever it takes to get that needs to come on.
Give me my soapbox for a minute. Doritos, you follow us on Instagram. The boys are here for you. We want to try them all, but we're broke. It's a COVID year. Send the boys Doritos. We need 4 of each. Come on, you can do it.
I think I need to share this. I think I need to share the old screen for this.
Send the fucking Doritos.
He's doing something, man. Cooking.
What are you doing?
Doing something. He looks intense, man.
This is the bottle in Mexico.
Hold tight, man. That's good. Lord. It's like grenade of flavour.
That looks a lot bigger, man. Why is that? Why would we not just get those?
Don't
know. Just all it says is that it's got a different logo.
It says Jamaica, baby. Tastes like lout. Right, you were saying who you taking up the road? Is that what you're saying? Rock Shandy. All right,
who
sorry.
Are you taking up the road?
Who are you taking up
the road? Baravage in 1942.
I'll tell you, I'm taking up the road.
Who are you taking up the road?
See, and it's just and it's
you already are up the road.
That's true. How do you know that? This is based on just where my palate's at right now, and I'm just like,
oh really? Nicely done, man.
Well, I mean, that's one for each of them, apart from the absolute Schneider that is Schwip Schwap.
I'm glad that you're saying that Schwip Schwap's a Schneider at them all, because
no, I mean, yours is a Schneider, but
I'm just going to start making like mods.
What did you rate Schwip Schwap?
Well, see all the stuff that's left over. I'm just going to pour 50 and half in a glass and create more new flavors. Celery guava.
What would you add to celery?
The live shows, I have to pull them all into one, and it smells unbelievably bad.
You don't just drink them, put them in the fridge?
No, when you all leave, there's like 12 cans sitting here.
You cleaned your drains with that last time. Don't even lie.
Oh yeah,
Schwip Schwap, I gave a 1.9, mate. 1.9.
What did you give celery?
1.3. Mate, I don't like celery. What do you want from me?
I want you to appreciate the finer things in life.
Celery soda is not a finer thing in life.
That's when it's fucking £2.50 a go.
I want my rock shandy back off the. Put it
back. So to recap, Christmas episode. So this episode, I know it's fucked up, guys, but the live, well, anyone listening, but the live ones are going out on the Monday. You can get that straight away on the YouTube. Then come Sunday of the same week, you can get it on the audio version of the podcast. Then come next week after that, we're going to be doing the Christmas episode, and that'll be back to normal. We'll be out on a Sunday for the YouTube.
But stay on the Insta all week, because we're going to have some nice chopped up reviews if you want to revisit any of or you want to share around anything you've heard that you like the sound of, or you can grab the review and share it around.
And then it's nearly Christmas, boys. And then it's nearly the end of the year.
So we take about 6 weeks off at Christmas.
Well, we talked about this, but I think we've got a good end of year episode as well.
He's like, what?
Don't worry, man. I get no gigs, man. No bookings for New Year. I get nothing.
A year in review, the end of year podcast review. Well, maybe we could just review soft drinks like we always do.
Whoa! Here's one. For the end of the year review, do we have our cocktail special?
Well, see, my idea was that we still do sodas, but we do your table bottles, like your slower.
Oh, now you're talking.
Like your designated driver Hugman drinks. So it's the only time we break the rules that they're not drank from the containers they come in, because it'll be in a wee glass for the house party. It's the house party episode.
Jim wanted me to pick up something called ginger wine or something.
Yeah, it's not carbonated.
Is it not?
As far as I know, no.
I don't know. I mean, my dad would make it, and it's stinking.
Is there like a few fizzy cordials out there? I know.
Oh yeah, there's the what's that one? The Beauvoir.
I think. See, be honest, most of these things are rubbish.
Well, let's tell it like it is, man. You try to tell me you can't mess with a white grape Schlor?
But that's the thing. I mean, you'd want to know what the best table soft drinks are for your shite New Year party, because nobody else is allowed in your house, so you can drink as much as you want. So
we could also throw in a few recommendations of something that's good to take if you've got to be that designated driver, or you just don't booze, but you just want to treat yourself because it's New Year, and why not? 2021's got to be better. So we'll put you up on a few things you can take along to your socially distant gatherings or your Zoom calls, and you can be the belle of the ball.
That's so shit.
One thing I remember, and I'm not really just plugging my own thing, but we're on the staying in where we're doing the quizzes. We've got an advent calendar of prizes. Every time we've got a quiz, somebody gets to open a door and they win something behind it. One of the prizes is a PlayStation 5, by the way. But behind one of those doors is a 5-star sodas care package.
Is it really? Go back to PlayStation 5. How'd you get one of them?
I've not got it yet, but I will source it. But that's one of the prizes. But anyway, behind one of those doors is a 5-star sodas care package. So
what does that mean? Does that turn up in his pants and DJ for you and give you some juice?
A DJ set just for you.
I know.
So maybe if you want to go fast,
maybe we should give somebody a virtual party.
Right. That's us then. Aye, we've been going at this for hours. It's been a long one. Fuck, we thought it'd be quick. Only 3 years.
Another one in the bag. Jennings was just holding us back last week.
Right, so we will see you guys next week. We'll be live with Craig Neil. I forgot his surname as well. Craig Neil, drummer from Twin Atlantic. That's for our Christmas episode.
That's Neil, that'll be Neil Craig.
Neil Craig next night. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Take care.